Hi guys. Now we move to the next section. It's a fourth section. The name of the section is Types of Business Organization. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take you through all the types of organizations and then we'll discuss them in detail one by one. So there are a few types. We'll just quickly discuss all of these. Sole trader, which means one person. Partnership, which means two or more. Private limited company. This means a company which would sell its shares but privately. Public limited company. It would mean a limited company, and I will discuss all that in detail. This means that it will openly sell its shares to the general public. And cooperatives. These are corporations, cooperatives. Mostly they are non-profit organizations. Sometimes they are not. We'll discuss all of these one by one. First and foremost, we will talk about sole trader. Alright, let's see what sole trader is. It's very easy, very simple. We all know who a sole trader is. Sole means one, only. So just one trader, only one trader. Sole trader is a business owner, a person who owns a single owner of a business which would not have more than one owners. Simple. So it's actually the most common type of business organization, because every other person around the world, it's easy to open up a sole trader, a small organization. All you need to do is just get some money and just start off this organization. There are a few advantages and a few disadvantages of being a sole trader. We'll first discuss the advantages. First of all, you get all the profit. Let me just put it in another way. No sharing of profit. So you get all the profits. Second one could be that there is very minimum legal requirements to start up. Legal requirements. Let me just write requirements in a better so you can understand. Alright, when you say minimum legal requirements, it simply means you need very few things, just like registered name of the company, and if you're in a country where you pay tax, and tax returns, individual tax returns. That's it. So there are no particular, I would suggest, no different kind of legal requirements you need. And so the next advantage can be you don't have a boss, so no boss. So you can do whatever you want. You don't have to take permission. And another one is, if you are a sole trader, this means you have a small organization, correct? Which means you are directly in touch with your customers. Just imagine a big organization like Apple. How many times do you see the CEO of Apple talking to people? No, I don't see any. I don't see the CEO of Google directly talking to the customers. I don't see the CEO of Rolls Royce directly talking. So it's not possible, it's not easy because it's a big organization. But if you're a small organization, you've got a small restaurant somewhere, you've got a small bakery somewhere, it's very easy to directly get in touch with the customers, talk to them, take their feedback so you can work on those feedbacks. Uh, Next point can be, um, like I've said, the profit is already there. Yes, you don't have to give out information. Do not. Do not have to give out company information. So you see, you in the next steps, in the next slides, you will be reading that other organizations, especially the limited organizations, they would have to publish. They would have to they would have to put it on the website, put it on their news, anywhere about what their financial situations are, what have they done. But a sole trader do not have to give out company information about sales, profits, taxes. Yes, you do, but only to the government, not to, I would say, not to any other organization, not to the general public. So your profit stays, the profit information stays with you. Profit info stays with you. Alright, now I'm going to talk about the disadvantages. There are quite a few disadvantages of a sole trader, and I'm going to also explain a few of the concepts while we are discussing the disadvantages of the sole trader. You don't have anyone to discuss business matters, no one to discuss. So you're all alone. You don't have any help. You don't have any person sitting with you, helping you around with the business matter. So whatever you do it yourself. Any decisions you make, you just make them yourself. So decisions are made by you. Yeah, if you want to expand, the second step can be you don't have enough money, enough capital. So you don't have not enough capital, you don't have the money. I mean, in a sole trader, you're just one guy. Maybe partnership, you might have few partners who would want to, give out some money. They would have to pool in some money. Private limited company, you sell your shares, you get a lot of money. You're sole trader, so it's very difficult for you to, uh, get the money. Next is if you fall sick or you can't go to work or something bad happened. I mean, you don't have anyone who can fill in for you. You wouldn't have someone who'll say, all right, don't worry. If you're not coming in, I can go do it. You cannot pass on your business, or then of course your family. So if something happens to you, your business has to close down because you don't have anyone else to. Maybe if you've got younger kids, they might not be able to take care of the business, then you will have to close down your business. So again, the point can be no one can take control if you are not around. The next point is you have unlimited liability. So let me explain you what unlimited liability is. It's a concept it will be coming again and again in front of you, so I'll be very happy to explain this to you. you would take loans, correct? People take loans. I'm so sorry about it. Limited liability. Liability is the loan you have taken, or the amount you have taken, the money you need to return, uh, the money you have borrowed. So what if the business goes down? What if it's not making enough money? What if you suffer a big loss and you have to shut down your business? Now you have to pay back the loan you have taken from banks, you have taken from maybe investors, you have some friends, families who said, all right, I'll invest, or you have taken few resources on credit for your business. Remember, resources, uh, for example, you're making a restaurant, you have a restaurant, you have borrowed chicken on credit, vegetables on credit, cheese on credit, so you have to pay back the supplier. What if you don't have the money? What if you don't have no money to pay them back? Now what? Will they say, alright, don't worry, I forgive you? Will they say that? No, you will have to pay back that money. How did you do that? You will first sell off your business. Everything around your business, in your business, from a stapler to the car, to the business card, to the machines, to anything and everything. You sell everything. Everything in business. But what if you still can't give back the loan? Maybe you owe bank 100,000, maybe you owe investors another 100,000, resources for 250,000. So there's a lot of big money you need to pay. But you sell off your old machinery, you sell off your old maybe company van to deliver a few products, or whatever you have in your small restaurant. You sell it off, but you still can't pay back the loan. Unlimited liability means that now you will have to pay back from your personal funds. Now you will have to sell off your personal car, you have to sell off your house, you have to sell off even your clothes. Whatever you have, you will have to sell it off. Unlimited liability means that the owner of the business can be held responsible for the debts of the business they own. Their liability is not limited to the investment in business. You will have to pay back through personal funds. So, in an unlimited liability, no matter what you do, you will have to pay back anything and everything you own in order to pay back the people you've taken loan from. Investors, banks, resources. I mean, the money, that maybe the products you have bought on credit. So unlimited liability, let me quickly explain it to you again, means that the owner of the business will have to pay down the debts the business own. So the owner will pay the debts of the business. So this is the business. This is a business, a shop. And this is the owner. And these are banks. This guy is a bank manager. This guy is the investor. This guy is the guy who has given you money on loan. I mean, he's given you few things on credit, few resources on credit. So now they have invested. They've given money to you for the business. What if the business fails? You sell off your business. Sell off, pay them back, still you can't clear out the debt because the debts are higher than what your business is worth, so you pay your personal. Maybe you have to sell off your house, maybe you have to sell off your car. Yeah, that's a car. Maybe you have to sell off your laptop, everything you have to pay back these guys. This is unlimited liability, and you might have chances to be broke. I hope now you understand what unlimited liability is. So let's just talk about what limited liability is. I'm sorry guys, let me fix this for you. So limited liability is the opposite for unlimited liability. It means that the liability of shareholders in a company is only limited to the amount they have invested. So for an unlimited liability is, and we'll discuss this in detail in future, is this is your business. This is your business. Unlimited liability would be only the money you have invested. Money invested. You will have to give it all up. That's it. You will have to give that money to the people, to the bank, to the investors, to the creditors. Why? If you sell it off, that's limited. Limited means that the liability of the shareholders in a company is only limited to the amount they have invested. So if someone has invested, let's say, 100 dirhams or $100 in your business, they will only lose that $100. They will not have to give away their house. They will not have to give away their car. Again, I'm funny with cars. They will not have to give away their laptop, their clothes. Yeah, that's a pant. Yeah, these are pants. So they don't have to sell away their private things, their private properties. All they need to do is just have to give away their the investment they have made. I hope this makes some sense. So limited liability, I'll just write it down quickly for your better understanding. Liability, you will only lose money you have invested, not personal funds. But unfortunately, with sole trader, it is always an unlimited liability. Sole trader cannot enjoy a limited liability. With sole trader, it's always unlimited liability. Let me quickly take you through what we have just learned. Types of business organizations: we have sole traders and partnerships. We have private limited companies, we have public limited companies, and we have cooperatives. Let's talk about sole trader. It's simply one owner, a business owned by one person. What are the advantages? There's no sharing of profit, correct? You're not sharing your profits with anyone. You have minimum legal requirements. You just go to the government, you say, I want to open up a business, I want to register a name. So you will have your personal specific name, ABC and Co, or whatever you want to name your business. It's just simple basic documentation. You don't have to go take approvals from all the different departments. Simple basic. You just need to make a website, that's it, and your business is ready. Third advantage: no boss. So you don't have a boss you go to, or you don't have to take permission from other partners. Let me just also write other partners over here. Partners. Because you don't have partners, you don't take permissions from them. The next point can be, you're directly in touch with the customers. Remember, like we discussed, Apple CEO will not be going out talking to people who are there to buy chargers or people who are there to buy iPhone 7. No. But if you own a small computer shop or a mobile shop, you can directly talk to the customers. Talk to them. What do you need, sir? How can I help you? And it is a better connection. You make a better connection with your customers when you're directly talking to them. I mean, your employee might not be that excited talking to a customer, and you would be. What's the next one? Do not have to give out company information. Yes, though you don't have to tell people around that how much money do you make. You don't have to tell that to your employee how much money do you make. Just give him his salary and that's it. But few others, especially with partnership, you will have to share it with your partners. With private limited company, you have to share it with all the shareholders. I'll explain you who shareholders are. With public limited company, you have to share it with the world. So it's very difficult. The only place you need to share with the sole trader is the government. Yeah, because the government needs to maybe ask money, maybe put on some tax on you. So all the profit information, everything stays with you. Now, with the advantages come few disadvantages, and let's see what are these disadvantages. No one to discuss. You don't have any help. You don't have person saying, "Listen, I'm stuck here. I can't make sales. Give me some ideas." You don't have any ideas. You're just a one-man army. Second point is not enough capital. So you only can take capital to 2-3 different places. Banks, ask someone to lend you some money, invest in your business if they want. But you see, if they invest, then they're partners. Correct. So investment might not be a part of sole trader. So yeah, you can't even have an investor. So you can simply go to a bank, because if you have an investor, then he's your partner. Then we're probably talking about a partnership. But if you you have only very few limited places you can get money from. Let me tell you what are those places. Banks, personal savings, and you can get stuff on credit. That's not a loan actually, but you can get whatever products you need on credit. So yeah, these are the only few places where you can get your money from. And no one can take control if you're out, if you're gone, you're sick, you can't go to the work, or maybe you're not in the world anymore. Your business is dead now. You can't do anything with your business. The last point is unlimited liability. Unlimited liability is when you lose your business, you will have to give away all the investments you have made in the business itself, and your personal funds. So whatever personal funds you own, whatever personal property you own, you will have to give it away. Because normally you take loans not for a sole proprietor or for a partnership or for anyone. Normally you take loan or you have to pay banks, investors, or people you have taken credit from. Right? So these are the few people you take loan from if you're a sole trader or a partnership or whoever. So you take that loan, and if you can't pay it, you'll have to sell off your business. You sell off your business, you're not able to still pay back the loan, then what do? You pay back through your personal funds. So limited liability is relaxed. You will only lose the money you have invested in the business. That's it. So if you lose, you still have your house, your car, and everything secured with you. I would again like to explain a concept over here, that limited liability and unlimited liability will go hand in hand with all the four. I've explained you a concept of limited liability over here and unlimited liability. So what we have learned is that in a sole trader, it's always an unlimited liability. Let's see. In partnership, yes, there would be unlimited liability. In private, there is a limited liability, and we'll explain. So now you know a difference between a limited liability and unlimited liability. If you have any questions, please do ask me. Thank you very much.